You know, son, I never intended to be a cop. Your grandfather was an officer in the military, and I always wanted to be one too. Pay attention in school, Robbie, and one day maybe you'll be somebody.
Goodbye, Phil.
Goodbye, Dad.
Goodbye, Mr. Ardman. Well, Michelle and I are going to look at houses today. Guess you're on your own, buddy.
Just the way I like it.
Later, Phil.
This is my best one yet. Ryan was supposed to pull this train, but he's at the steamworks right now. What's the plan? Oh, yes, I spoke to the foreman about that. The new engine is taking this train. The electric one? No, the hybrid. You mean William?
Oh, right here? Sorry I'm late. There was a bit of a hold-up with a signal near Tidmouth. It's all fine now. I'm ready to go.
You're early.
Oh, am I? I could have sworn I was running nearly late. Although, that could just be that I set the clock in my shed ahead by 15 minutes, in case I needed extra time. Punctuality is the key to success.
That it is.
You know, I have the strangest feeling I'm low on fuel. Driver, could you check?
We're fine, Will. You already had us checked before we left the sheds this morning.
I'm actually very efficient. See, the waste heat from my diesel power is actually recycled, so comparatively, I'm significantly
Less fuel guzzling than an ordinary diesel. Yes, I know, you've told me.
Oh, sorry, Oh, was that a whistle?
I didn't hear anything.
Sorry, I thought...
William, that was the whistle.
Oh.
Goodness. He tries, Boko.
I'm just saying, hear me out. We could live above it, get a fireman's pole or something. It could really...
Robert, we are not moving into a pizzeria.
Give me one good reason.
Would you look at that, Bert? Someone did us the courtesy of providing a full pile of scrap metal for us. I don't know, Harry. This heap might be too mangled for us to make use of. Looks like someone threw together two different engines and gave it a name. You may be right, Bert. It's got a firebox and a boiler, but it smells like a diesel. Not fit to run at all, Harry. We'd be doing Mr. Ardman a service if we broke this thing up. You're absolutely right. Shall we then, Bert? Yes, we should, Harry.
You okay over there?
Who, me?
Yes, you. No one else is around, silly.
Oh, yes, I'm all right.
You certainly don't look that way. You're the hybrid, aren't you?
Why, yes, I am.
How are you getting along? No health issues?
Not really. I'm actually pretty efficient. You see, the waste heat from my diesel power is actually recycled and used again. So I'm actually more conservative of fuel than most diesels. I also don't use coal, so there's no problem there. No soot, no mess. I mean, not that there's anything inherently wrong with a coal-burning engine. I don't mean I've always been a fan of the type. I've always been a fan of that type of.
No worries. I'm jealous of you, really. A few decades ago, I had a big issue with burning coal properly. I had to go on a special brand of Welsh coal for a while. Eventually, I was rebuilt as a whole different engine.
What were you before?
It's, actually kind of hard to say what I was. I was a totally unique design. I was apparently a mixture of an A1 Pacific and a C1 Atlantic. I guess you could say I was a hybrid myself. But where I was suffering, you're flourishing. I'm beyond jealous of you.
Really? That's all true?
It sure is. I suffered terribly. I couldn't keep steam, and my fire would never light properly. They blamed a lot of it on bad coal, but I always knew it was me that was the problem.
So now you burn coal just fine?
I sure do. I'm an LMS Stanier Black 5, and proud of it. I suppose you've already made many friends in your time here?
Well...
I had a hard time fitting in at first, too. I got some help and found my confidence, and soon I was pulling the express. Gordon was so... Anyway, I think you just need to find your place. You're a goods engine, right? Maybe show off a little bit. Arrive for every train right on time.
I do.
Keep the trucks in line. That's a big one.
They haven't given me much trouble.
Then you haven't pulled a train with Scruffy.
All I'm saying is we could build onto it, make a nice loft area, a balcony, a fireman's pole for easy access from above if we wanted to, and it would be peaceful.
We're not going to live above a pizzeria either.
Michelle, please. You said you'd hear me out on this.
What is your obsession with pizza?
I'm not even going to dignify that question with a response.
Well, well, we meet again. Any trouble with those trucks?
No, they're fine as always.
That's very peculiar.
They never give me any trouble at all. I don't really understand what all the fuss is about.
And at that point, I just looked away, because I'd nothing more to say to her. She knows I'm self-conscious about my buffers.
Does she, though?
Well, she ought to.
So, how about William?
The hybrid? Ugh. Don't even get me started. For one, the last thing we needed around here was another big red engine. I already fulfill that role and then some. He is redundant. He's so nice, but he's too perfect.
Too perfect?
He's so overbearing. He's constantly talking about how he's so much better than us because he's so fuel efficient. He always shows up everywhere about 2 hours early, and he never has a problem with the trucks. He's so condescending about it, too. Oh, I don't see what the big deal is. You all make it seem difficult. It's infuriatingly insulting.
Maybe he's so gentle that the trucks aren't bothered.
Maybe because he bothers us instead.
I think the trick, in your situation, is to try your best to blend in.
But I'm bright red. That might be hard.
No, I mean, try and act more like the other engines. Arrive a little late for trains. Bump the trucks more.
So you want me to underperform?
I wouldn't put it quite like that. Just blend in. Try not to talk about yourself as much.
What should I talk about?
Something else. I don't know. Try talking about trees. That's what I do.
Trees. Huh. Got it. Did you know that there are over 23,000 different kinds of trees in the world? Or that a giant sequoia from California named General Sherman is the oldest living tree of its kind? I just don't get it.
Well, it was a play on words, you see. The words leaf and leave sound very similar.
Well, that's hurtful. I told him that not all trees, in fact, have leaves. Most notably the pine tree, which grows and retains needles all year round. I explained that they're advantageous
for collecting sunlight during the winter, which evolved during the beginning of the Ice Age. I know.
I don't think I can talk about trees when you're around. You seem to have more knowledge of them than I do.
Why don't we forget about trees? Maybe we're looking at this from the wrong angle.
Scruffy, you're back. Am I ever? Had to undergo some minor repairs, but now I'm ready to get back in action. Boys, we're making a comeback. Watch him go. He never has a problem with those trucks. Ever. It's unnatural. Sounds pretty impressive to me. All right, boys. On!
Settle down back there! Whoa! Goodness, that was unusual.
Did they give you a hard time?
Yeah, they did. I've heard rumors about their behavior, but I didn't realize what it was really like. It's scary being forced to speed like that. Whew.
You're telling me. Scruffy is a notoriously bad truck. Whenever he's a part of a train, the other trucks behave much worse.
So he's the instigator?
You could say that. He's caused too many accidents to count in his time on Sodor. We've tried to petition Phil to get rid of him, but apparently Scruffy is privately owned. He belongs to a ballast corporation. Phil says that Scruffy can't be gotten rid of because he purchases a lot of ballast from Ruffy & Co., and it would drive a wedge between them. I think it's silly.
That was a riot, boys. William is no fun at all, very prim and proper, thinks we always treat him well, that's a tempting offer, shows up early every day with sincere zeal, for his pride will make him pay, 'cause Scruffy's gotten weller.
So he can't be rid of this behavior? What if he was badly injured?
Scruffy gets the best treatment of any truck. He always gets repaired.
So Phil needs the ballast company on his side, and that's why Scruffy can't be disposed of.
Apparently Ruffy & Co. are fond of Scruffy. He's like their mascot or something. Scruffy's very old, too. He's been in use since around 1914. He's easily the oldest truck on Sodor.
We've got company, boys. Ooh, we've got the new guy today. Let's give this one a show. Did you guys feel that? He shocked me. Must have had some built-up static left over. Hey, Lightning, mind being more careful?
I didn't shock you.
Stafford, the lightning bolt, giving all his trains a jolt, dispensing all his painful volts. Don't be scared, he's just a dolt.
So it wouldn't be surprising if one of his couplings snapped?
Oh, that happens all the time. He's made up of rotting wood. He uses that to create more accidents. Being given a hard time with the trucks is a sort of a rite of passage here, it seems. I know Scruffy can be devilishly unpleasant, but I promise you'll find ways to outsmart him. Every engine does.
Sir, I have an idea. If you'll just listen for a moment, I believe I know of a way to remove Scruffy from service.
Look, William, I appreciate your enthusiasm regarding my railway's benefit, but I'm afraid my hands are tied. There isn't really much I can do. Besides, Scruffy's relatively harmless. He causes a few mishaps now and then, but... Does he, Mr. Oddman? You're right, continue.
Oh, hey, what's going on back there?
It's time for our next train.
I didn't know about any train.
It's a special, just ordered recently. Very recently, though it's long overdue.
Why are you pushing it?
It's just something I thought I'd try. You know, mix it up a little.
I don't like this.
It's very exhilarating, yes. Fresh air gets me excited too. Oh, we're gonna have fun.
You're speeding up there quite a bit.
Don't you enjoy high speeds? I'm just indulging in a bit of your good-natured fun, Scruffy.
I don't know about this.
Let's give your friends a real story to hear. Come on, it'll be fun. Let's go. I adore your carefree sensibilities. What fun!
Where are we going?
Coastal Run. The Little Western is beautiful, wouldn't you say?
Can you slow down just a little?
Slow down? No way! We're having a great time! My goodness, what's that up ahead? Are those points set to lead into a siding? I'd better stop. It's lucky for you that my brakes are very good.
Where is he? Where is he?
Mr. Ruffy, hello.
Oh, poor thing. Not my little Scruff. Not again. You can fix him, right? Right?
Mr. Ruffy, he's in unsalvageable condition.
But you always fix him. Always.
Mr. Ruffy, he's such an old truck. His wood is all rotten. He's no good. His latest overhaul barely put him back in working order, and...
I understand, Mr. Hardman. But I don't know that I can do business with you any longer.
What?
Bless you, Mr. Hartman. In your fault, but... Well, my Scruffy, I see no place for my company on these rails. I'm so sorry.
But you're where I get all my ballast. Where am I supposed to get ballast from my railway without you? What am I supposed to do?
I don't know, Mr. Hartman. You're a good man, but my heart will not allow my ballast to travel over or be placed under these rails anymore.
But...
Goodbye, Mr. Hartman.
William? Come with me.
There he is.
There who is?
It's you.
What did I do?
You got rid of Scruffy.
Is it that big of a deal?
That truck has been nothing but trouble for everyone for years. How'd you do it?
It just took some efficiency.
Phil! Hey there! Is this some kind of party?
Technically yes.
Well, we've got bad news. We can't agree on any of the houses on Sodor. I guess you won't be able to live here after all. Maybe we'll move to another part of Europe. I've been thinking maybe the nether regions.
Netherlands, Robert.
That's what I said?
Oh, did I not remember to tell you that my neighbors just moved out?
You have neighbors? Wait, you have a house? I thought Knapford Station was where you lived.
No, I live in Sudbury.
Well, I guess we're going to be neighbors then.
Well, I don't know if that would...
I guess we are.
Nice job, William.
Thanks, William. What would we do without you?
Thank goodness you got rid of that truck. Ugh!
3 cheers for William. Hip, 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 hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray!
Bertram, nice to see you again. And little Charlie, you've grown, haven't you? Want to see what I've been working on? Now this is a truck for your father's railway. It'll carry supplies all around the island. Won't that be nice?
Scruffy?
Right? Oh, well, that says SC Rotley. Those are my initials.
That's not the truck's name.
Well, it's... Scruffy. Scruffy. I like it. I like it. Sounds nice, isn't it?